Yeah, hello friends. Today we'll try to see one of the very confusing or misunderstood concept in mathematics. What is, and that is like, what is infinity minus infinity? So if I ask you what is infinity minus infinity, most of them, most of us will think that के आंसर ज़ीरो हो सकता है because हमने like I mean the reason behind that can be same thing minus same thing will always give me 0, like 2 minus 2 gives me 0, 3 minus 3 gives 0. But how do I know that these two infinity are same, right? As we know कि infinity एक कोई number नहीं है, it is just a concept to represent probably a largest possible number if we can define, right? So how do I make sure, or then the question is कि what is infinity minus infinity exactly? If it is not 0, or like for uh, if it is not 0, then what is the exact value? So no one knows what is that exact value, but we can try to relate this with an imaginary situation. Okay, real life imaginary situation, and then with the reference of that हम लोग ट्राई करेंगे what is the value of what infinity minus infinity. So before I try to actually find, let's say that I say infinity minus infinity is infinity. Okay, now the question can arise that how can you say so infinity minus infinity is infinity? Infinity minus infinity infinity कैसे हो सकता है? तो इसको मैथ आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू प्रूव इट मैथमेटिकली, मैथ के कंसेप्ट से मैं इसको प्रूव करने का ट्राई नहीं कर रहा हूँ. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू इज trying to create an imaginary situation, and then with the reference of that situation we'll try to prove कि infinity minus infinity is infinity. So let's take a assumption that एक होटल है in which there are infinite rooms. एक होटल में infinite rooms है. Okay, so एक होटल है, उस होटल में infinite rooms है. तो आप उस होटल के मैनेजर के पास जाते हो एंड देन यू आस्क कि इज देयर एनी रूम एम्प्टी. द मैनेजर सेड टू यू, मैनेजर आपको बोलता है कि सर आई एम सॉरी देयर इज़ नो रूम एम्प्टी. सो देयर इज़ नो रूम विच इज़ एम्प्टी. नाउ मैनेजर ने आपको बोला देयर इज़ नो रूम एम्प्टी. नाउ इफ़ आई आस्क यू कि how many rooms are still empty? So if the question is like how many rooms are still empty, तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आपका रिएक्शन ऐसे ही होगा, राइट? कि लाइक व्हाट आर यू ट्राइंग टू से. आपने बोला देयर इज अ होटल इन विच वी हैव इनफाइनाइट रूम्स. उस होटल के मैनेजर ने बोला सॉरी सर देयर इज नो रूम एम्प्टी. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज हाउ मेनी रूम्स आर स्टिल एम्प्टी. So if I try to formulate this into the mathematical model, now how are you going to find the rooms which are empty, right? So the formula should be, right, total number of rooms. So empty rooms will be what? Mathematically it will be like empty rooms equals to, we will say total number of rooms, right, minus number of rooms which are filled, right? Which are occupied. Right, in our case number of rooms are given as infinite and then saying number of rooms which are occupied. Since the manager is saying that no rooms are empty, so that means we are basically assuming that all rooms are occupied. So that means the number of rooms which are occupied is also infinity. Now whatever will be the answer for the empty rooms, that will be the answer for infinity minus infinity. So as I said in the beginning that infinity minus infinity, we can say it is infinity. So here I can write empty rooms is what? Infinity. How many empty rooms will be there? Infinite rooms which are still empty. Now when I say that abhi bhi infinite rooms are empty, you will be surprised, right? You will ask me, your reaction will be somewhat like this, and you will obviously ask me how so. So let us try to understand कि ऐसा कैसे infinite room सभी rooms full होने के बाद भी how infinite rooms are still empty. Let's see that. So obviously I can't draw all the rooms, but let's take a situations that rooms are in a this pattern. Okay, there's no stop, basically it is going. What you need to do is ask the person who is living in the first room. जो person first room में रह रहे हैं, आप उनको बोलो please try please shift in what second room. तो जो first room में रह रहे हैं उनको आप second room में shift कर रहे हो, and the one who is living in second, you are asking him or her to shift in what third वाले को fourth में, fourth वाले को fifth में, like that you keep asking the next person who is living in the next room to shift in the next room. So if I repeat, once I done with this process once, what happens कि ये room जो है पहला room, it will become empty because इसमें जो रह रहे थे उनको हमने second room में shift कर दिया. So this room is empty. Like that, second वाले को third में, third वाले को fourth में, and fourth वाले को fifth में, and so on. So this is after first operation, or like first operation. Now when you go with the second operation, let's repeat the same procedure again. Okay, अगर हम लोग इस ऑपरेशन को फिर से रिपीट करते हैं, जो सेकंड में है विल आस्क देम टू शिफ्ट दैट इनटू थर्ड, जो थर्ड में है उनको फोर्थ में, जो फोर्थ में उनको फिफ्थ में, जो फिफ्थ है उनको इसमें, एंड देन सो ऑन. इससे क्या हो रहा है कि लाइक नाउ सेकंड रूम आल्सो बी एम्प्टी, ये भी रूम एम्प्टी हो जाएगा. This is after second attempt or second operation, right? Repeat this process one more time. Third room will be empty. One more time, fourth room will be empty. Now what happens if I repeat this process infinite time? So if we repeat above process infinite time, don't you all think that the infinite rooms will be empty, right? एक after first attempt, after first operation, first room is empty. After second operation, second room is empty. If I repeat this operation infinite times, don't we all agree there will be infinite rooms which are empty? Now in your mind you can have confusion कि ये कहाँ तक जाएगा, right? ये कहाँ तक जाएगा, we don't know, because there are infinite rooms, right? This process will be like keep going. We are not worried about what is happening at the end. Our curiosity is on कि first room empty हो गया फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन के बाद, सेकेंड ऑपरेशन के बाद सेकेंड रूम एम्प्टी हो जाएगा, लाइक दैट थर्ड रूम विल बी एम्प्टी, फोर्थ रूम विल बी एम्प्टी. सो वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन द रूम्स विच आर एम्प्टी, which will become empty, not on the process what is happening at the end, because that is not in our control. There are infinite rooms, right? So by this process you can see that infinite rooms are still empty, right? So that's why I can, or I will be able to say that infinity minus infinity is infinity. See, this is not the exact proof or exact reasoning. What I was trying to do is take an example, using that trying to convince you why infinity minus infinity is not surely zero, but it's not zero, that's very sure, but it is what? A non-defined term, or I can say it's an infinity. Okay. If you have any question based on what we have discussed above, you can ask in comment box. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll stop.